Hey, good day, everyone. This is the voice of Visionary speaking. Today, we're going to look at the entire markets today and how everything has been going so far and where we might be going to. So, you know what we do every time. Today's date, first of all, today's date is on the what we call, 13th of Thursday, 13th of April 2023. And mostly we'll look at it weekly, but definitely because we flow the market, because I flow the market and my community will flow the market. We tend to, come up all the time to see whatever is happening in the market. And today, first of all, what we'll do, a tradition, we'll look at DXY, the dollar index, and whatever might be happening. And the question I'm asking myself is, this is a two-way chart of the DXY. And the question I've been asking myself is that I'm asking this question right now. I think I will ask it again and again. Is United States economy going through recession? Because from 2008 to 2023. This is the whole economy, US economy you are seeing here. And I keep saying something. Like traders and investors are the biggest economists because as you can see, this is just US economy you are seeing here for the past since 2008. In how many years now? So as a trader, you can actually predict whatever is happening in any economy, just knowing how to chart very well. Are you getting it? So as a chartist, you are one of the greatest economists. Are you getting it? So I'm just going to look at the entire economy, US economy today from a trader's perspective. And you know what we do here? We are swing traders. We don't just trade. Are you getting it? We don't just trade. We are swing traders and we look for good areas of values. And I have a lot of tools I've built for myself and that's kept me successful since I started trading till date as an investigative trader. I will call myself also an investigative trader. You can see that I can run through any chart in a few minutes. Well, I try to break it down using market structures and areas of value because an economy is, yes, I know fundamentals and every other thing speaks. Well, an economy is built on the fundamentals of market structure, how the economy has been faring, what news and what fundamentals, what sentiments are in the market right now. Is the market really going to recession? Has inflation been tamed? Was the result of, there's many questions being asked right now that does the event of COVID 2020, as you can see, that sent a lot of stocks, companies, corporations into, a hyperinflation move, giving this rise to what's it called, the dollar, into something called what's it called, recession. So those are the questions that people have been asking, and I'm here to answer the questions for you by trying to run through the entire US economy and whatever has been happening because market structure and price action is key, is king. Market structure and price action is king. It gives you, ability to flow with the market and understand whatever is happening in the market. And as you can see, I can delete and delete again, and I'll start showing you things because I run through market structure. I guess, and this is the structure that the US economy has been from 2008 to the month of, what's it called, to, what's it called, uh, 2014, you can see that US economy was in an ascending triangle that broke to the upside, retested, found resistance, retested again before this major move. And as you can see right now, we are back to this area of value again. And whatever is happening here right now, this is the 2 weeks time frame. So I'm just trying to run through and through for you. Whatever is happening here right now, I'm actually send the US economy into recession. And what do I call recession? I call this recession if we break down. And so I'll start going to the lower time frame, probably my weekly, to show you whatever is happening in the US economy because as you can see, the US economy is in an ascending since 2008, they have been on an ascending channel all this while. So an ascending channel is essential to whatever you're seeing right now. An ascending channel is something that can actually break to the downside, you know. and continue according to market structure. So I try to use my higher time frame to first of all see whatever is happening, then start dropping to the lower time frames. Are you getting it? To find out whatever is happening. So this is the weekly, and there is a strategy I have. I guess what's the strategy? If you want to find out whatever is happening on the weekly, go to the 4 hourly time frame to trend it. If you want to find out if you're ever confused about what is happening on the daily time frame, the 1 hour time frame will trend it for you. So whatever is happening here right now, I'm just going to try to do my analysis and show you whatever is going on. So what I'm seeing here right now is that whatever I'm seeing here right now is that we are at this level right now. So um, this is an important area of value because this was where we had our former resistance, now turn support. And if we break it, might bring us down to this our trend line or this our important area of value from the downside. So this the question I'm asking right now is that has inflation been tamed like the word America is saying? Is anything happening in the US economy right now that might actually bring the dollar down, giving rise to Bitcoin, giving rise to go more higher? Are you getting? So if I should take this, or hold on, let me go to another chart of gold. So whatever is happening on gold right now, let me go to the weekly, and you see that we are still working on the weekly, but definitely, if I can take all this off, if I can take all this off, you see that we were in these areas and on gold. We are in these areas on gold, which we had, and what's it called? A support area here right now, and we were trending in this, in these areas of what's it called, consolidation phase that we might be broken out from right now to continue this gold market to the upside. So I think gold is faster, and they are, calling for a recession in the euro. I know that we've not closed above already, and we still have, this was the last close we had on um, August 2020. It was the last higher close. I will try to wick above it. Are we going to wick above it again and start coming down? That's the questions on everybody's lips right now. But you know what we do at Vision X? We do flow the market. Are you getting it? So I'm just trying to flow the market and see whatever is going on using proper market structure. The reason why you see that sometimes we'll stay for up to a week or two before trading, before finding a good trade, is because we trade only market structure and price action, and we try to flow the market, find precision in the market, not just entering the market as day traders or what's it called, swing traders. Are you getting it? We flow the market. Yes, we are swing traders. I'm a swing trader for a reason. Everybody, we have scalpers, we have day traders, we have swing traders, we have position traders. So I choose to be a swing trader for some reasons. And what are the reasons? Because I have other businesses and other companies, I'll be working on. So as an investigative trader, we try to use precision and good quality trade. What do you mean by good quality trade? Finding up to like 4, 5, 6, 7, what's it called? Confluences that will tell us that, okay, are we having a divergence on the daily? Are we having, what's it called? Our structure properly well? And we don't trade without finding structures. And this is a weekly, we cannot know whatever is happening. So I sometimes, all the time, drawn to my daily time frame, find precision in the market. So I was talking about DSY before. The question right now is that this area of value we have right now, are we going to break it? That's the question. Are we breaking into the downside? Because if this was a move to the upside, are you getting it? And we come back to this area of value. Every detail is very important in trading, very, very well, even up to the 1 minute time frame. They are very, very important. We are at these areas right now. As you can see, the market is attempting to break it to the downside. And the reason is because if this was an important area of value on the weekly, at least after touching it, we are supposed to at least come back a bit, for the dollar to find enough strength. But it didn't. It actually failed. So I'll drop to my daily time frame to further analyze the failure, because this was a structure. Are you getting it? The market was market was in an uptrend whereby we got, you know, to this the highest high. After getting to the highest high, doing an ABC move to the upside. After getting to the highest high, we found consolidation, bearish consolidation move to the downside, in which we broke down from. So as you can see, the market actually broke down from these areas to the downside using a bearish reversal pattern on the daily, which is a very, very strong move, which we've seen. And since then, we have been on a bear market. We have been bearish since then. And when we actually go to these areas, this last area of value, I told you 3 touches is a strong area of value. We had a resistance that turned support, that was support before, but broke down and turned resistance again, and still finding resistance instead of breaking to the upside. So to me, we are still bearish. So since we are still bearish, I need a change of character back to the upside before this market coming back, breaking above here, before I know that dollar is bullish again. Until then, we are still bullish, and I trade only my hourly and my daily and weekly structures. That's why you see that I stay for some days, months, or even weeks without getting a trade, because I trade precision with good confluences. And as you can see right now, we are approaching this particular area of value, and we are inside the area of value right now. And the question is that on the daily, are we going to break this to the downside, giving us something called an ABC move to the downside? That's the question being asked. So if I can use my fib trend extension level and try to find out wherever we're going to, are we going down all the way to 0.618, 0.786, $94.96, or our important trend line from 2008, or the what's it called, $94 area? Is that what we're trying to do to the downside? Because if we do that to the downside, that will send gold to over 2,400 gold, or should I check? That will send gold to, if I can do something here, that will send gold to over these areas, or these areas, 2,400, 2,078, 2,150 something, 2,400, which the main take profit is $2,078. So, and that might send USD all the way up. I guess if we can go back to my daily, I'm training on the daily, because we are trying to judge whatever is happening on the monthly now with the daily chart. I get me. So if that is going to happen also, and we use our fib trend extension level, that will send USD up to under 700 pips to the upside. And in times of bull markets, look at what's it called? We had this is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. We had the head and shoulders pattern on the 3-day time frame. Or let me go to the daily so that it will be more clearer. So the daily. Okay, 3 days time frame is more clear, but we are at an important area of value right now. And I'll show you the reasons why we wait before taking trades, so that we will not make mistakes. This is it. And we broke $25,000 area. So if I can go my 3 days again, you can see that we broke this Bitcoin. We broke the $25,000 area, and the target for this trade, if it breaks, since it has broken and is confirming to the upside, is actually $34,000. So as it stands right now, we are not getting to this target yet until, this was what actually sent Bitcoin into the bear market. So is that really going to happen? Because Bitcoin was on a rise, we came down, came up again, broke structure, but that became, what was it called, double top, because we broke into, since the month of May 2022, we are on this. It's just now that we're coming back to 30,000 since May 2022. So this is approaching May 2023 again, just over within a year before we could, find our way back here again. So the question right now is that, is Bitcoin going to start a bull market again and take us back to an all-time high, sending like the recession, because if the bull run is going to start, we need to break above here, we test and continue this, bull run to the upside, finding some obstacles along the line around these areas also, like as you can see, as I'm explaining now, DXY. So there are many questions being asked right now. And what we do is that we flow the market. We flow the market. How do we flow the market? Let me use Euro USD, that is the direct correlation of the dollar. Are you getting it? That's been direct correlation with dollar. Most of the other assets are faster, like gold right now is faster than Euro USD, because gold, look at on the dollar, we've, we've not broken yet this last lower high, but on gold, we've broken it already, the last lower high, and we are far away from that area already, that $1,935 area. We are actually at $2,026, approaching on that 10,000 pips to the upside again. So I try to follow up with if the gold is too fast, I try to follow up with USD, and I will show you something right now on USD. That's why I said we at Vision X don't go less than 4 time frame, because there's where we can find proper market structure. So if I can take all this off, you see that this market actually from the daily, start my analysis from the daily. So I'm trying to be fast so that we will know where the dollar is going to. I get it. We will know where the dollar is going to. So if you try to use to predict where this market might actually, stop or reverse, you are making a big mistake. I guess the highest you can do here right now is that come to your weekly time frame, try to find out whatever is happening. We are not supposed to break a particular level, but we actually broke those levels. So what is happening? I guess so this is where you get curious, because every details in trading counts. So we're on this area of value. Are you getting it? But right now, as you can see, we're breaking into the upside, and the next area of value you have is this one. So does it correspond with anything? You have to find out by going to the backside. So we have some large areas of value here. So I told you every details in trading counts. So because if truly dollar is going to start reversing back, we are not supposed to do this. We are supposed to at least come and break, retest, and start going down. But right now, we just came a bit, we found resistance. So I'm going to trade Euro USD on the daily and leave the weekly, so that it can be clearer to you. Since I've got to my area of value on the weekly, I'm just going to flow it the lower time frame, which is the daily chart. So on the daily chart, if I can adjust this very well, you can see my area of value clearly showing well. I guess because we had a previous support that we broke and turned resistance. Then we started, beyond, before reversed, came, and now we're here again to this area of value. And according to flow of the market, according to my principles of flowing with the market, we are, every details counts. Are you getting it? We are actually trying to break this last lower high, which will give you a rise. I getting it, to another trend to the upside. So I can't use my daily to flow. I use my 4 hourly to flow the weekly time frame. I get it to tell me whatever is happening. And you will find always, if you let me give you another principle right now. And I would have found that in flow of the market. If you want to trend the monthly, use the daily. If you want to trend the weekly, use the 4 hourly chart. If you want to trend the daily, if you're ever confused what is happening with daily, go to the 1 hourly chart. The trend is there. Your structures are there. Are you getting? So if you can, as you can see, we had on the daily, our last lower high, our last higher low since we started trending to the upside on the daily was actually in this area. So my network is a bit slow today, so you'll be patient with me. So this market was trending to the upside. I guess it came down, couldn't break, change character here, came down to retest this demand zone, and since then we have been in an uptrend. I get it. So don't try to look at the back. So like I said, it's very important that you use your higher time frames. Are you getting it, to determine whatever is happening in the market. I guess to determine your levels where you want to buy or sell from, because if you are trading on you are taking trades from your lower time frame. I've told you multiple times, they tend to fail. That's why you see that I trend my higher time frame, because this market has been an uptrend and I'm not trying to look at the back. This market has been an uptrend, consolidated, got on that higher high, came and found the higher low, got on that higher high again. So until this higher low is broken, before you can tell me that, okay, this market has started reversing to the downside, not trying to tell me that my market has reversed and is going down from my either my 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Yes, they might happen there, but the higher time frame is key, is king. The higher time frame supersedes the lower time frame, and I don't, you know, since I got this higher low, I was curious why we were, sellers were no longer in the market, because this is where we now started finding down. That's why I told you that if you want to trend your weekly, go to your 4 hourly chart and see whatever is happening with that, because that's higher last higher low, and we came here, we still got the higher low, still holding, whereby we came and found the double bottom, we broke again, changed character to the upside, came back to find, and we're on this trade since then until we cashed out. And what's it called? Trading is actually psychology. You see all these important what's it called, psychological levels. They don't, when once you are approaching those psychological levels, 1.10000, that are very, very high psychological levels. A lot of people are telling me that, oh, we're here and we might just start reversing to the downside again. I told you, your structures, when a market is trending, the trend is your friend, because we found support here, and since then we started taking our buys, and I've been swinging this. Even though it takes me days, I have a psychological level in my head that will get to. When I was saying it, and in the month of March last month, I get in 1 month ago, exactly 2 days away from 1 month, 28 days ago, I was telling us that we'll get to 1.100. People were doubting, like, why? How do you know? And I think we took our first take profit here, 780 or something, 780, which we entered again. 780, we extended up. We entered again from this 520, 720. I caught that trade perfectly. I can show you. Then I was waiting again for precision. I left some of my trades to get to 1.100, which we did hit today, 13th of April. That's why I'm doing this video. So the only way to find out if this market is continuing to the upside and dollar might definitely reverse, why I'm using USD right now, is still something I called market structure. I guess in this. So if you can see that this was our structure, what was it called, trend line from the weekly, and I'm trying to, find out whatever is happening on the 4 hourly chart. So, and if I should, just take this off for a little and just flow the market, you can see that on the 4 hourly chart, our areas of values are actually holding, because we are trending this on the 4 hourly chart, and this was an area of value that we came back to and held after finding our triple bottom here. This was the last place we now broke to the upside again. So this is an important area of value, because there was previous resistance, support that got turned to resistance again. Here now turned support. And since then, have we broken to the downside? No. Buyers are still in control of this market. And always wait for your price action patterns to form before taking a decision that, okay, I should start selling. Now, what are you seeing here? This is an ascending continuation pattern. If put together, is a bullish flag, kind of a bullish flag. I guess if put together, and if it continues to the upside, we continue to the upside. That's why I said wait, always wait first, because now we've broken. This was a higher high, higher low, on that higher high again, on that higher low. Then we are getting on that higher high again now. Yes, so we are getting on that higher high again. And if we do on that higher low on this important area of value on the 4 hourly chart, and this market will continue to the upside. So our first take profit will be from here to here. Yes, so if we come back and retest, and dollar does not break to the downside. As you can see, if I should go to the 4 hourly time frame, you see it there. You see that that's why it's good to follow the market, not just because your areas of value are there and because they are on your higher time frames and because they are you say okay they are strong areas of value because it's a 4 hourly structure, is a weekly structure. You're not following the market on the 4 hourly, you're going to make a big mistake because a lot of people have put a buy here right now. What if we break it through? Because as I was talking to you on the 4 hourly chart, this is a 4 hourly chart and you know this will change character to the upside, we broke to the downside, change character. This was the structure that broke. We broke out and changed character to the downside, used a fib level, and we started flowing to the downside on it, you know, to the downside. And since then, dollar has been bearish until we change again before I know that will become bullish. And exactly what is happening on UUSD, we're looking for a continuation pattern and we find our continuation pattern here. I get me because if this market actually broke below this, definitely we will test our fib level, we test the fib level, definitely this market will still continue its trend because if you are sorry, sorry about that. If you're out of the market already in these areas, it's imperative and very important that you use your area, what's it called, a continuation pattern, and a continuation pattern has surfaced for us already on dollar and euro USD. So you use that in judging whatever is happening now. Look at your Bitcoin. Let me show you something on Bitcoin. Go to your 4 time frame to trend it, and it will show you precisely whatever is happening in this market. Are you getting it? So as you can see, Bitcoin after leaving these what's it called? Let me go to the 8 hour time frame so that it will be clearer. Bitcoin after leaving this head and shoulders pattern found consolidation around these areas, and what did we get? We got a bullish flag, and bullish flag is just, bullish flags happens. Let me tell you one thing about flags you don't know now. A bullish flag happens when we're approaching an important area of value. An important area of value. And what's the important area of value? Let me teach you something today now. This is a bullish flag. Are you getting it? This is a bullish flag. And flags tends to fail. Do you know why flags fail? Because they are approaching an important area of value. Probably if it's on the 4 hourly, it approached a weekly important area of value. That if we break to the upside, this market has gone. Now, this is the difference between the break to the upside and break to the downside. Are you getting it? Because this ones will turn to liquidity. I will show you something very important today that is very, very important in your trading journey. Are you getting it? So look at something now. We did a consolidation, an ascending triangle consolidation where I've broken to the upside. If this holds, enter this market at $28,000, $29,000 area again, because if it breaks above this last higher low, this market has invalidated the weekly important area of value. But look at but but take note, but if this important area of value is gonna hold, it's gonna come and break this area of value, what's it called, our ascending triangle, then break this also, turning this to liquidity, every other place here to liquidity, and further break down and change character to the downside, coming up to retest this area and come back to this what's it called, our important head and shoulders pattern area again. Okay, I'm going to use this session to talk about something. It's a continuation of the previous session because so I'm going to add it together, but I'm going to separate this particular session because I want to talk about something today. Are you getting it? The reason, so this is a topic on its own, and the topic is clearly tagged the reason why people don't trade flag and the reason why flags fail. There is psychology behind this, and a lot of people don't talk about it. Why? Because a lot of people don't know the reason why flag fails. So I'm going to tag you the reason why flags, either bullish or bearish, fails. Why flag fails, I guess. And so we're going to take this topic today and just take it as a heading. So I'm going to give you the reasons why most time flag fails and why it failed on one of our, what's it called? The only swing trade we have failed is because I actually did a video, is a phone video I did, and I gave the reasons why flag failed. I guess so. It's not happened, not like I'm saying that it's gonna fail in whatever we have been talking about since on Euro USD, GP USD. We don't know that yet, but if you really are flowing with the market, definitely you're supposed to know if a flag should fail or not. So first of all, the reason why flag is being created is because the market, let me use the DXY for example, the market has actually, changed to the downside. So the market has been expanding and it got into a consolidation phase where buyers and sellers were struggling. Are you getting it? The market has expanded up to this extent, got exhausted. Buyers were trying to take it up. They couldn't, they failed. They came and formed a double bottom. They came again, they couldn't break the last high. Are you getting it? They came again and they broke. But this was actually a fake out. So every details count. In these areas, how will you know that it's a fake out? Because if you are really a trader, you would have entered a trade from here. Are you getting it? Put your stop loss here if you really want to sell down, not entering a trade from here. You're supposed to come and wait for a retest, and most of the time retest might not come, it might just go. But let it go if you're a conservative trader, except you are an aggressive trader. An aggressive trader that you have entered this sell from here right now, thinking that this will hold, you know what you would have lost here. Are you getting it? So it's good to, at Vision X, we are conservative traders because we follow the market. Even in these areas, I did a video that every detail counts, because if you drop to probably your 15 minutes time frame, you will see that even on that retest, you will find out that a lot of things happen on that fake out phase. You were supposed to be waiting for a shift to the downside, but instead, it gave us an equal high. Are you getting it? And even further, it gave us an equal high and even further came to break our important look at structure. So I gave a video and said that we're just going to reverse to this demand zone. If we can hold it, then we can hold that demand zone. It will take us to this next area of value on the 4-hourly time frame, which happened. Watch my April 8th video. I gave this analysis and you can see that we extended over 800 from on USD, over 150 pips right now to the upside, because this was actually a fake out. So when you get this kind of areas, you are supposed to wait for a shift back to the downside, not and we broke structure changing character to the upside. So why were you entering a buy to the downside, and why were you entering from these sort of areas? Yes, why were you entering from those sort of areas? I'm having network issues right now. What is important that you flow with the market. So if I should take it on from Euro USD, yes, if this was actually a break to the upside, if that was actually a break to the actual reason why I didn't trade this, are you getting it? Because this was an equal high. I didn't trade this particular float drop to the downside because here we had an equal high. Are you getting it? So I consider it as equal high and not a break of structure. Are you getting it? So it was an equal high to me. Here's my equal high. So that was an equal high to me. So I didn't trade it to the downside. I waited for this particular break. Are you getting it? I waited for that particular break. Then after breaking, I took a sell. You can see that we shifted on 15 minutes time frame, and I took a sell on just retest to the downside to touch my trend line. And on the 4 hourly chart, I got a bullish sign again. And what's the bullish sign? I got a hammer. I got a hammer. Look at on that particular place. That's why I took a buy trade from here again to these areas, and I waited for a break. Now, how do you know we break? It's still here also on the 15 minutes time frame. You did not see a shift. I guess in a way, just expanding, and it was a news day, so I didn't buy because I didn't want to come back down here with the news with a week before going back. But overall, it is good to wait. And we're still talking about the bullish flag. This was an extension from the downside, forming a bullish flag because this market got a triple bottom here. But after breaking the structure, we entered into a bullish continuation phase, which is called an ascending triangle, and overall is a bullish flag. This was our first fake out, but we're broken above it right now. So if we even start buying from here normally, it's good to go. Are you getting? So look at something now. This market, a lot of people were like, okay, definitely if this is a fake out, we would definitely come and retest here. No, we have shifted to the upside above that flag already. So if there's anything that is going to even happen as a retracement, definitely we are supposed to. Are you getting it? A lot of people will say, okay, I'm waiting for a retracement back to the downside. We might not get a retracement. We might just get a retracement to this particular place. Are you getting it? That's that good entry again, or weak down. Are you getting it? And continue this market to the upside. Now, the reason why a lot of people don't trade flag is that if you go to your daily time frame or your weekly time frame, you can see that it's either an important area of value or your highest resistance level. Are you getting it? That on the 4 hourly chart or the 1 hourly chart, it might fail. Like, let me use DXY. On DXY right now, it's still loading, so I'll just refresh. Like on gold, we have broken above already. Are you getting it? And this is a bullish flag, and which you can see that we broke and we formed a bullish consolidation as an ascending triangle and broke to the upside. We tested on gold perfectly well, and we started buying from here. It gave us breakfast in bed 2 times. Now we just need to break above here to confirm that this market is really going to the upside, not forming a double top. So I need a proper break with a 4 hourly or a daily break to the upside. I want to see a candle close above here. Are you getting? So that it will not fake me out, forming a double top, then coming to break back into my ascending triangle and change character, breaking the structure and change character with this. It might not even break, it might touch here, but sellers may take control by finding resistance here, then break it down again. Once it breaks down, you know that this market has continued a downtrend movement to the downside. Are you getting it? And continue like this. So this is the reason why a lot of people don't trade. Is the reason why a lot of people don't trade. What's it called? The reason why a lot of people don't trade bullish flag. So this is for gold that I just did just now. Are you getting? So and the only way to continue this trend, the only way to confirm that a bullish flag is going to hold, break above this with a proper candle. Are you getting it? A proper daily candle. If it breaks above it, then if it's coming back to retest a Fibonacci level or retest this particular area of value, I know that this market is continuing. So I'm not buying from here. I'll wait for a proper break. Are you getting it? Shift to the upside again, then retest a fib level or the area of value, then start buying from this kind of areas, putting my stop loss below here, and that can continue this market to the upside. So those are the reasons why a lot of people don't trade flags, because it's actually an extension. It's actually an extension of how the entire market is going. So let me leave that and go to what's it called? Let me leave that and go to this is gold, so I'll leave that and go to probably Euro. Have I done Euro USD? Let me check Euro USD. Okay, I've given Euro USD. Now on GP USD, Let me go to the daily time frame and show you something. You can see that we were previously in this consolidation zone. Are you getting it? So we are consolidating between here and here. We are still bullish according to flow of the market. Are you getting it? So right now you are seeing that Euro USD has even left this consolidation. Are you getting it? Euro USD has left this consolidation. We've broken above, we retested, and we are breaking above here again. Once we break above here right now, it's telling you that Euro USD is on continuous market to the upside. Are you getting this? Continuing market to the upside. So I trade areas of value, not taking trades from inside. Yes, I know that overall, if you go to your lower time frame, yes, we actually traded this inside this consolidation because this was a fake out to the downside, breaking the structures to the downside. And I've seen those kind of things happening before. Faking out, then coming back to break this our last lower high. They will enter a trade from here on, I think on March 15th, 16th again. I guess after using our Fibonacci levels to see where we're coming to after changing character to the upside in this area. They will enter from 2050, took it to 1.2400, 350 pips, and we are waiting again. And since then, have we been bearish? No, because we are actually doing something called a bullish flag here, and the bullish flag is actually playing out already. Are you getting it? If you don't call it a bullish flag, anything you call it, whatever I know is that this market did not break any low. So the market was actually, you know, did a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high again, higher low. So it's continuing, it's trending to the upside. So why do you think we might sell to the downside? Except if we close a double top here, then come and break this lower time frame, breaking back into our what's it called? A consolidation phase on the daily, they're testing here, they will start coming back. So it's important that you know your structure, market structures. Are you getting your higher high, higher lows, or your lower lows, your lower high, lower lows, lower high? Take your trades from those areas. Those are what I call area of value because they meet those higher high, higher lows meet at some particular points. And once you see those two touches of resistance and support, those are good areas that the market might actually sell from. Are you getting it? The market might actually sell from, or the market might actually buy from. Are you getting it? So once you are taking those quality trades and you have a lot of confidences telling you the same thing, and you have the structures and you have the advanced structures in your head already, 80% of the time you make your 1,000 pips as a swing trader or your 100 pips as a day trader, and you lose just probably 20 pips or 50 pips. So if you make what's it called, 1,000 pips 8 times, which is 8,000 pips, and you lose just 200 pips or 400 pips in 2 trades out of 10 trades, you lose 200 pips stop loss, 200 pips stop loss again minus your 8,000, you see, you have 7,400 pips to go. That's what I call consistency. That's why I'm a swing trader and I trade structures that actually does work. So I just explained GU for you right now. Right now, this market might still fail if this turns to a double top. So I need a proper break to the upside. So I usually wait. I did a proper break to the upside. Are you getting it? Doing probably a fib trend extension to tell me that okay, this market actually trended well. Are you getting it? Break and come to 0.786 area with a daily candle close or a fourly candle close, so that whenever you are retracing from me, are you getting retracing and touching here to go, or you are retracing properly to 0.786? Are you getting it? So if you are retracing for me properly, I know that I have other confluences already that is telling me that this market might just go to 0.786, come back to 0.5, then I start buying again, putting my stop loss under here, or it might come to 0.618, then I start buying again to go to the upside, knowing that on the daily, I have what's it called? I have a structure on the daily again, and this market moves from face to face. So if I should take this face, I can just put it here and take profit at 2,900 area from 2,400 area. That's under 500 pips into the future. So these are ways you know how bullish flag works, because now let me go to Bitcoin and show you. Now it's clearer on Bitcoin. we have an important area right now. You can see that this was a previous, support that broke down, and for over 1 year, we're in these areas. Are you getting it? Trying to, switch this market back to the upside. Okay, on the lower time frame, as you can see on this weekly time frame, you can see that we have done a head and shoulders pattern and switched to the upside again, breaking above. So is this really going to break? You don't know yet. You have to drop to your lower time frame to trend that. And when I drop to my forward time frame, you can see something again. So this is a difference between, you can see something happening here again. Are you getting it? So the difference between here and here right now is a bullish flag. And if the bullish flag does not fail, this market has actually, entered a bull run again. And how do you know? Your fully time frame, as you can see on my fully time frame, this was the head and shoulders pattern. If I probably switch to maybe 6 hours to, compress it further, I get me, you can see that. Okay, my chart is back. So flowing with the market, you can see that I'm using Bitcoin. Let it load, let it load. Okay, that's loaded. This is my 6 hour chart. As you can see, this market has been trending to the upside. And here now we've got an ascending triangle number one confluence. I've got a bullish flag. And since we got a bullish flag, are you getting it? First of all, we have what's it called? We first have a head and shoulders pattern that if it breaks to the upside, will take us to 38,000. Now we're having another bullish flag confirmation again. Are you getting it? Because if you take our head and shoulders pattern from here to here, there is a target that it goes to. Are you getting it? If this is the first one, then that target takes us to 34,000. Then if we use our bullish flag again and clone this, I guess in it, clone this. So a lot of confluences and put here to take us to 36, $37,000. Sorry, take our bullish flag to take us to $37,000. So there are a lot of things you use in driving your market, and these are one of those things. And the only way this bullish flag can phase, you know, remember, this is an important area of value on the weekly. Are you getting? So the battle is between here and now. Once this bullish flag fails and come back to retest, yes, we still have our area of value of $25,000 area, which is the, what's it called? The head and shoulders pattern retest, break and retest. And if it breaks and retest, we still have, we are still on our bullish market, which will retest at 0.5. Are you getting? So that's on that one. But the bullish flag itself, if it does break and retest, are you getting it? Not our head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders pattern. If it does break and retest this 28,000, this bullish flag, there is a ascent triangle area, does not break this one, does not break our trend line, our liquidity trend line, and goes and break above again, then coming back to find an entry here or around this area, putting your stop loss below here, can continue this market. So this is the reason why most people don't trade bullish market, and they don't trade it because they don't understand it. But it's risky. And remember, at Vision X, we wait for market structures to form before we take a trade. So somebody was trying to short this from here that were coming down. I told the person that overall we have a bullish continuation pattern. So why are you shorting? And the person got liquidated around here because he was even using higher leverage on Binance, which was about 20x or so, something like that. So you flow with the market not because you have an important area of value here on the weekly time frame. You are scared. The 4 time frame or the lower time frame right now is telling you that we are here. So if we're not breaking down here, are you getting it? I'll continue this market and break up here. Then we'll retrace and find an entry and continue. Or if the bullish flag fails, our inverse head and shoulders pattern that is on the higher time frame can save us on this kind of areas of value. Trying to form a head and shoulders pattern in these areas. Are you getting it? Trying to form a head and shoulders pattern, left shoulder, right shoulder, that if it breaks to the downside, we've started a massive bearish market on, what's it called again? Because this is an head and shoulders pattern that if it breaks to the downside, we'll continue this market to the downside. Or if it breaks to the upside, or they might just use it like, as something to deceive, buyers, manipulate this market, come down, manipulate this market. When we get here and we shift on, you are finding a shift to the upside again, and we're testing, might continue this market, give us an entry from $25,000 to our take profit target on our daily, our inverse head and shoulders pattern to $34,000. So these are the two scenarios you have here. If this one holds, take us to 37,000. If it does not hold, our head and shoulders pattern will take us to 34,000, which has actually, might shifted this market to the upside. And, so we just learn to flow with the market. Are you getting? Come back to our area of value, give us an entry again to start going to the upside. So if you're a swing trader or a position trader, these are the kind of areas you want to be buying from, not these internal areas you are seeing here, because this might actually turn to a consolidation or a bullet, before it can break to the upside. So you should be you should be willing to wait, not just want to trade. You should be willing to wait and know all your sharp patterns and continuation patterns before you take your trade. So I'll end this video here so that it will not be too long, because I've combined entirely what I'm flowing with the market in DXY. I'm also flowing with the market on gold. Are you getting it? I've shown you on gold. I'm also flowing with the market on Euro USD. We are here right now, so we are still bullish because we're breaking structure, we're trending to the upside. As you can see, I've shown you my GP USD also. The reason why I'm waiting is because I need this particular place to break, go to the upside. So even though I start taking entries and put my stop loss about 200 pips, are you getting it? I know I am still in the market flowing to the upside, that these places might actually hold. On Bitcoin also, I've shown you the reason why Bitcoin can get to $34,000, 37,000, 48,000, or a new all-time high again. So it's important that you learn to flow the market and don't just dwell on, they say that, oh, your higher time frame areas of value holds more than. Yes, it does, but learn to take every details along with you by going to a lower time frame to trend it out. Are you getting it? So that's what we have. And overall, you go to your higher time frame also to find out what is happening. Because if you're on the lower time frame, you on NZD USD, you would have been selling at these particular areas. If it can load, you would have been selling at those particular areas, not knowing that we have not actually broken structure to the downside. But on the lower time frame, it's giving you break of structure, break of structure. Are you getting it? It broke and broke this structure. And all your mind is that, oh, we have broken structure. But go to your higher time frame, like your 4-hourly time frame, you see that this market is actually not the way it seems, because this market actually, as you can see, has been trying to the downside. Well, definitely it came and broke this trend line. So we are here right now. Is it gonna prevail? We don't know yet, but overall, okay, we brought structure to the upside. So this was our last break of structure. So this was our last lower high. I told you every detail is important, because whether I like it or not, I'll consider that as a break. I get it, because this was our last structure. So did we break it? Yes or no? We did. So it's important that sometimes just zoom out very well to know if your market actually, played out or broke. So if I zoom out right now and make sure that all these coordinates are the same. This was a break. So if that was a break, this was our last lower high. I get it. This was our last lower high. So if that was our last lower high on NZD USD, definitely this is a change of character to the downside, because it even came with a massive break. I guess this was a massive candle. So are we testing to start going down? That's another question you ask yourself again. So in this kind of areas that I've seen now, because every detail is very, very important. Every detail is very, very important. Every detail change your character to the downside. So every detail is very important. So if those details are very important, previously right now, see, I was even saying that this was my last low, not knowing that this was the last low, because we actually broke this. So I'll take this off right now and just try to flow the market and try to see whatever this market is doing right now by taking my lowest high to my lowest low and saying that if we actually hold this and 0.382 actually holds, and starts flushing to the downside, definitely it will take us to 0.7 axis. And if we start selling from us, we start finding a shift to the downside from here. This market might actually take us from 6260 to 6100. So how many pips is that? You measure with your what's it called, price range. So from here to here, you know how many pips you can get. This is under 158 pips to the downside again. So just learn to follow the market. This video is very long, but it's anybody that loves whatever we're doing here will not say that that loves or know what that knows the value of whatever is happening here should know. So on this kind of chart right now, I go to my lower time frame, find shifts on those kind of areas. So I was a shift, same thing. This market was trying to the upside. So once I start finding break of structure and we are not able to break, I don't even take on the first one. I come for the second one, then find shift again. So I start taking from here, putting my stop loss above here, to start breaking this market to the downside. So that's how I trade. I don't just enter trades without confirmation. I get it. So a lot of confirmations will tell me that okay, we're going to the downside on my lower time frame. I just use my lower time frames for entry. I don't trade them. I'm not a scalper, I'm not a day trader, I'm a swing trader. I guess because every detail counts in trading. Every detail counts in trading. So it's very important. And because we change character to the downside does not mean that this trend line must hold. Does not mean that I must hold. So you go to your lower time frame, try to find a switch to the downside and not just take trades blindly, because this market might actually just on NZD go to the upside, continue its trend. So your lower time frame shifts will tell you whatever is happening. So those are the high probability setups that we're talking about in trading, and not just because you are not making money or you know any other thing, you just enter into this market. USD card with daily time frame, you see whatever is happening here. So this is a consolidation phase happening and it's coming down. So if you are not on your higher time frame, how will you know what is happening on your lower time frame? Because if you had been biased, you would have probably been buying from this sort of areas right now, saying that oh, this was an area of value that is supposed to hold because this market actually changed character to the upside and we tested these areas. But did they hold? A lot of people have strategies, but I just have that flow with the market strategy, and it has been helping me for a long time right now. As you can see, I was playing with this market because this market was on a downtrend. I guess it, well, entered the bearish consolidation phase, came to this area again. I guess this our last lower high couldn't break it, came back here, retested this area of value again, I guess, and broke down from this area last change character, retested and is flushing down. So just learn to flow the market. That's why most of the time your what's it called will not fail. So use your lower time frame to flow in the market and map out your very important areas of value, because if this market actually breaks to the upside, that means this market will continue to the next major important area of value. So I will end this video here, then put them all together and upload for anyone that seems it's important to for him or her. And look at Ethereum. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum is right now invalidating this structure again. Ethereum is invalidating and trying to break to the upside. So if Ethereum breaks above $2,000 area, know that a bull run has started. This is a weekly, as you can see, this is a weekly time frame, and we are here. But I can't know anything except I go to the 4 time frame to find out whatever is happening on Ethereum. And same thing I told you on Bitcoin, Ethereum is even faster than Bitcoin. Look at Ethereum right now. See what Ethereum is doing. See what Ethereum is doing. Ethereum has broken. Same thing I've been explaining. I needed a break and it broke. Was that a retest? Was that a major break coming? Okay, this was equal high. So I consider this as an equal high. Here's my equal high. Deleted. I don't know. So I consider that as an equal high. So I considered as an equal high. So right now, we've broken to the upside. So wait for what broke the structure. The networks are very crazy right now. So what broke that structure is this guy. So I'm just gonna wait for a retest of the demand zone that broke the structure again, I guess, in it, and take a buy from here and continue this market, because if it breaks, this is our proper entry. This is one of the most proper entry to the upside you are seeing here right now. So entering from here, I guess, entering from these demand zones from here, putting my stop loss here can actually give me, putting my stop loss here and going to my daily time frame to trend this out, or my weekly safe, daily, sorry, because overall this was an ascending channel on what's it called, Euro USD, that if you break to the upside and continue this market from where I want to enter, look at the reward. This is a 19.46 risk to reward ratio. So this is how to trade. So Ethereum is giving us something precise, but don't be carried away yet. Look at, we still, our areas of value is still at the upside. So this is an, so if I adjust this very well, or if I take this out and use this as my resistance, getting it, I need a break above this particular resistance. Then when you're coming back to retest my lower time, my demand zones I have here on my lower time frame, probably my 4-hourly chart, I will know that this market has actually gone to the upside. But overall, you must invalidate my bullish flag for me to be, I guess, remember, I'll still have a bullish flag here happening, we'll still have a flag here, I'll still have a trend line here. So you must invalidate these two for me. It's either you invalidate this one or invalidate my liquidity line. Then I know that, okay, you are changing character to the downside with testing and breaking down again. So if I continue like this, I'll do more assets and we'll continue talking and talking and talking without leaving here today. Same thing on, what's it called? Same thing on NASDAQ. So if I go to a lower, higher time frame on NASDAQ, you see how I have been trending this market from the downside. On NASDAQ was even textbook that we got from 11,800 to 30,100, double bottom, a double, triple bottom, I get in it. And what did I tell you about triple bottom? It takes us back to our highest highs, our last lower high, I get in it. So definitely that, probably that was 13,700 we're going to. So as you can see, we tested 0.5. Now we are trying to, continue trending to the upside. So it's just flow the market, using your bullish continuation patterns. I guess using your bullish continuation patterns, because this was a resistance. I guess now broke, turn support. So if this is support, this market will definitely continue to the upside. That's NASDAQ, S&P 500, the same thing. US 30, the same thing. The USD chef, and this is one USD chef on the weekly. Look at USD chef, the weekly. Flow with the market. If you're flowing with the market, definitely, and using your areas of value, you would have known that USD chef was resistance, support that broke, turn resistance again, resistance that broke again, found support, found double top. That's why it's almost break above with daily or weekly candles. We didn't break above. Then it gave us a double top that broke down, changed character to the downside. We tested this area of value, and now we're going down. Are you getting it? It's just as simple as that. Seriously, it's just as simple as that. And this kind of retracement that happens, I get in 0.38 or 0.30 gives us 0.786 retracement to the downside level. So you can see what market structures and price action is doing here, telling us that USD chef might come to 0.786 or 618 or 0.786, and definitely 0.786 from here, 9419 to 8785. That's about another 900, 800 to 900 pips to the downside if we measure very well. Are you getting it? If we measure that very well, let me bring it back. Bring our price range from there, from here to here. So overall, use your weekly time frame for your buyers and your areas of value. Are you getting it? Use your weekly time frame for your buyers and your areas of value, and just go to your lower time frames to trend it out. These 860 pips on USD shelf that a lot of people did not see. So why are you looking for 20 pips? 20 pips, 860 pips on one lot is $8,600. On 10 lots is $6,000. On 0.1 lot on your $1,000 account is $860. So even though it takes how many weeks now? Since March 6th till even 2 months, you know that you are still in the market. How? Because you have your areas of value, are you getting it? And your lower time frame also, your 4-hourly time frame has been trending it for you, seriously, because this was okay. This was look at this market was flowing to the downside during a descending triangle. Got here and started flowing, flushing down again because sellers were, buyers they're trying to buy, they couldn't, they failed again, they couldn't, they failed again, which broke. Now look, was there a proper break? Yes, this was a proper break of structure. So you're coming to wait for a retest, which gave you a shooting star on the 4-hourly. And since then, we've been trying to the downside. So a lot of people wait for this to also break again, then before they enter, and they broke with this. So putting their stop loss, even though it's about like 200 pips, confirmation. But this is confirmation. You start going down. So this market is still a downtrend. So even though it comes back and find supplies again from these areas, will continue. So you don't even sell from here now. You wait for proper area of value, to start selling again. This market will come back to start selling again. So I don't trend more than 4-hourly time frame. Are you getting it? I use my lower time frame to trend my 15 minutes now. I use it to trend this market coming back to the upside. Are you getting it? So there are a lot of things, a lot. Use your RSI, look for divergence that might take this market. So even you are looking for 100 pips from 900 right now to 9,000, that's under 100 pips to the upside again. So just try to flow with the market. So definitely this market might just flow back to these areas of value, taking all these ones as this liquidity, because if you use your lower time frames and you're trying to sell from here, it might fail you because you are using your lower time frames. Yes, you are to trend from your 4-hourly time frame. So let me end this here, guys. I've talked too much today, but I've covered a lot for you guys. A lot. Okay, so let's end this here today. Then, next week we'll look at whatever is happening on the market. Then we'll continue doing what playing with the market. So this is a break of structure already. We're waiting for a retracement that will continue flowing to the downside. You get me? So take care and bye for now. Bye.